Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, man. So, man, this might be a long video, so get your popcorn ready. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, I had to do this video because the other day, you know, I was talking to this girl, and she basically said, she was like, oh, you know, she's like, you know, the only reason, you know, you're getting all this attention is because you're pretty. Right? And now, I know some of you guys are like laughing, shaking your head, because you're like, Mr. Locario, you're ugly as fuck. What are you talking about, right? And so, what I wanted to explain in this video is that there's a lot of guys on YouTube who are looking for dating advice, who want to get shit popping with women, but they're frustrated because they don't have any game, but also they're frustrated because they think that it's all about looks. They're listening to all of these guys, you know, on the internet talking about, oh, it's all about looks, and if you don't look this way, then women are not going to want to get with you and all this other stuff, right? Now, what I want to say is this, is that one, and I said this before, looks is subjective, right? So that means that one woman may think you're good looking, another woman may not. It is what it is, right? Yeah, pardon me, I got a cold and shit, a little cold, this weather's crazy. But anyway, so, like I was saying, the looks is subjective. But also what I wanted to point out is this, is that the problem is there's too many fucking guys on YouTube trying to dictate or talk about who's good looking or not. Or, oh, you're good looking, you're not good looking, right? And what I want to point out is that none of that shit matters as far as what you men are saying. You understand? The only opinion that matters is the chicks. You understand? Because unless you're trying to fuck guys, then you shouldn't give a fuck about what a guy says you look like. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's just funny to me. So all that matters is, does that chick think you look good? If she thinks you look good, then that works in your favor. You have a lot of guys on the internet telling other guys that they don't look good, and that's why they can't get girls. And I'm like, how do you know that a woman's not going to find this guy attractive? You don't. You understand? Because you are a guy. You are not a woman, so you can't judge what the woman is going to find attractive. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you guys don't understand. And this is what I want to sort of illustrate in this video, because what I want to first do is I want to first look at some comments on YouTube that were, you know, made about me, that were all made by guys about looks, about me. Then I want to contrast that to messages that I've gotten on Tinder. So I'm going to show you some messages that I've gotten on Tinder, and I'm going to contrast that with, you know, these messages that I got from these dudes. Pause. Right? So now, the other day, I put out a live stream. I was doing a live stream. And what happened was, it was part of the live stream, I think the name of the live stream was, what the name was it? It was does how attract, I forgot the name. It was like, it was something about, does how you attract women matter? I think that's the name of the live stream. Right? So in that live stream, at some point, I was talking about my looks, right? And I was joking, and I said, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 13. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like joking and being facetious, because, you know, I'm really actually like a 20. But my dude Mike 23 in the fucking comments, he wrote a comment. He said, Locario, you're my guy, but you're not a good-looking nigga, bruh. Stop it. Right? So then I reply and I say, so you go around looking for handsome men? Right? And he says, nah, I don't. Don't take it as disrespect. I've been following you for years, and I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan, but you're delusional if you really think you're a 10. So then I said, the only opinion that matters is a woman's on this subject unless you're attracted to men. And then he replies and says, you're right. Right? So now, this is the thing. Again, like I said, there's too many guys on the internet, right, who are telling other guys that they are not good looking enough to get women. And these guys end up thinking that, they end up believing that, they end up having low self-esteem and all this other shit. So I went to my dude, Heathen Succeeds page. He did a video a while ago. I think it was titled, Mr. Locario Isn't Getting Women Off a Game. And basically in the video, he was saying that the reason why I'm getting women is just because of my looks. Right? And so what happened is, you know, I went on this video again to look at the comments. And so these are some of the comments that I found on the page. So we have one guy named Zach Brown. He says, hold on. You mean to say Locario is good looking? Hell no. LOL. Right? And now we got another comment by my dude Big Stain. He says, bro, this is sad. You have one of the most depressing channels I've ever seen. No wonder you are not getting women. It's all about the mindset. Locario is not good looking. LOL. Still my dude, but you lack confidence, man. Lose some weight. Work on yourself. Stop worrying about rejection. It's going to happen. If you keep thinking negative, nothing will ever happen. Right? Then we got another comment from a guy that says, Mr. Locario is ugly, bro. LOL laughing emoji. Right? Now we got another comment that says, Locario is a cool dude and I respect his intelligence, but he is not good looking, but is attractive enough to be successful with the ladies. He has charisma and intelligence, and you need your entire act to be together and on point to attract girls. Neat hairstyle, charisma, looks, sense of fashion, and most of all, sex appeal. All right. Now, this is the last comment I'll put up here. And this is from some dude named Egyptian King, and then he didn't succeed to reply to him. So Egyptian King says, bruh, he's not that good looking. He's decent, but according to incels, I'm sure he's nowhere near what you guys consider to be a Chad. So then he didn't succeed replies. He says, a lot of women find Locario attractive, and that's what matters most. He has had women compliment him and tell him he's attractive all throughout his life. I've never had positive reinforcement like that. I'm an unattractive man to women. All right, man. Poor he didn't succeed. He still doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? As far as himself. But he did make a good point though, right there. He said, a lot of women find Locario attractive, and that's what matters most. This is what I'll be trying to tell you guys. See, Y'all be sitting around looking at each other on some half a homo shit all the time, talking about, oh, well, you ain't good looking, and this guy looks good, and he's a Chad, and this and this and that. And y'all didn't actually take time to go out there and find women who find you attractive. Y'all didn't take time to interact with women to see who actually thinks you're attractive. Because you sitting there worrying about, you know, these fools on the internet talking about, oh, it's all about looks. You know, you watching dudes' videos and they start talking about, look at this normie. Look at his jawline. It's recessive. His jawline is recessive. Look at that. He's not a Chad. He will never get a woman. Look at his jawline. Look at this normie, this lower tier incel. He can't get women. If you don't look like this Chad, you can't get girls. My whole channel is about how you can't get girls because you don't look like this Chad. That's what the fuck y'all be listening to. You understand what I'm saying? Like a bunch of bullshit, right? So now, what I want to do is, I'm going to show you guys, I took some screenshots of messages that women have sent me on Tinder, right? Now, the main picture I have on this video is one of my Tinder pictures, and I have some other pictures on Tinder or whatever. But this picture I have here is one of the main pictures I have on there. But on Tinder, I think I have the color version. This is the black and white version, right? But I'm gonna show you some you know, messages that the women send me. See, and this is my point. You got all these guys from, oh, Miss Locario's ugly. He's so ugly. You know, what are you talking about? You know, this and this and that. He can't get girls and all this other shit, right? So these are guys saying this. But they never stop to think, what does the woman want? That's all that matters. Because, again, like I said, you ain't fucking these guys. You understand, right? You straight, right? You like to fuck with women, right? So listen to what the women are saying. Go out there and find the women who's going to want to fuck with you. See, you're sitting there wasting time listening to these dudes and thinking that they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they don't. And then you sit there and waste a lot of time because you haven't really taken time out to see what could, you know, what could pop out here, right? So now let's get into some of these Tinder joints. So I blocked out some shit to protect the innocent. So this one right here, I match with this chick, and she sends me the first message. She says, very handsome. And then she puts a heart on one of my pictures. So when they like the picture, it'll have a heart in it. It'll send you a message that they like the picture, right? And I blocked out, you know, all of the shit that I said at the bottom, you know, because I ain't really trying to get into all that now. You understand what I'm saying? But this is just to show you already, look, all them guys talking about, oh, Miss Locario's ugly, Miss Locario's ugly, Miss Locario's ugly. But this chick, very handsome. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Stop listening to these fools on the internet who've never really fucked with chicks telling you how to fuck with chicks. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get another picture in here, another screenshot. Now, this another one, she sends the first message, hey, good looking. And I'm just like, hey, how are you? What are you up to tonight? She's like, not sure yet. And then, you know, some other shit transpired, but we're not going to get into that. If you guys want to learn how to, you know, get the shit popping on the online dating tip, go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. I have 2 programs on there right now that, are strictly on online dating. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another screenshot right there. Now, this one is interesting. So this is another screenshot. I didn't even respond to this girl, but she says, "Hi, handsome," and then she says, "I'm sorry, I just read your profile, and unfortunately, being in an open relationship is not for me. Take care and good luck." Right? So, so this is interesting because she's still saying I'm handsome. You know, I guess she must have not got the memo off of YouTube that said I was ugly from all these guys. But she thinks I'm handsome for some reason, right? And what I want to point out in this is that a lot of dudes, they're like, oh, well, if you're good looking, you can, you know, everything's going to work out and chicks is going to still want to fuck with you. Look, this girl, she thinks I'm handsome, but she's still not fucking with me because she's not into the open relationship thing. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes I'll get messages like that where a chick should be like, oh, it's such a shame because you're so cute and I would have liked to get with you, but you got a wife and this and that and, you know, all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because on my profile, you know, I say that I'm in an open relationship. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another picture. Now let's get to another picture. So this one just, you know, the chick just said, hey, handsome. You understand? It's another chick that just said, hey, handsome. And, you know, just self-explanatory on that one, right? Now let's go to another picture. Now, this one right here, this is actually interesting too, because this is a more subtle way, and I want you guys to notice something here too. So she says, first, she sends the message first. She says, nice pics, right? And this is what I want to point out to a lot of times is that online, women are way more bolder than in person. So, you know, guys always talk about choosing signals and all this other shit. Women online, they'll be, you know, in some cases, they will make the move first in certain cases. You understand? But if you're outside in the street, most women aren't gonna like approach you and make the move. You understand? But you know, this is just another little side note. But so she says, nice pics. I says, thanks, where you from? And the reason why I asked her where she's from is because I don't know what happened. For some reason, sometimes on Tinder, they don't show you how many miles the girl is away from you. And usually when they don't show you that, that means she's far away. That's what I've noticed. Because usually, you know, if a chick's near you, it'll say 2 miles away, 1 mile away, whatever. So her shit didn't say where she was from. So, or, you know, how far she was. So then I said, where are you from? So then she writes back, she says, Germany. And she says, and that's also where I am, you know, where she is now. Right? So I'm thinking, this chick all the way in Germany, I ain't sitting here trying to go back and forth with her like that. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was she noticed that I didn't respond to her. And then she says, oh, but I like your photos. So I thought, hey, let me just leave a like. You understand? So she's basically she wanted to have a communication with me, but I didn't really hit her back. So she wanted to kind of like save face, like, oh, I just, you know, wanted to say hi and, you know, check your photos out and all this other stuff. But basically she's saying that she thought I looked good, which is why she's saying nice photos, nice pics, all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a more subtle way of, you know, the chick trying to let you know she, you know, she likes what she sees. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another picture right there. Let me get another one. So this one was sort of in the middle of a conversation. I was like, what are you up to? I'm from Brooklyn. I'm out here until Friday morning. And she says, oh, okay, I just moved here from New York City. And she says, you date other people? Why? She said, why? Question mark. And then she says, and do you tell each other? Because she was asking me about my relationship. And then she says, beautiful skin tone, by the way. You understand what I'm saying? So this chick, you know, she was asking me about, you know, the open relationship shit. But she's talking about my skin tone being beautiful and all this other shit. And she gets into some other stuff that, you know, I blocked. Because, you know, I want to keep this, you know, chill and clean. But anyway, so I got one more picture here that I'm going to put up. So this one is real simple. She just hit me up. First thing she says is sexy lips. You understand? And then she gets into some other stuff that we don't need to get into today. Right? And the thing is, I got dozens more of these, but this shit, let me tell you something. This shit took me a long fucking time, just to, you know, put all the block marks on it and Photoshop. Well, that shit took me at least like an hour or so just to do those, you know, 6 or 7 pictures there. But I have a whole bunch of those where women hit me up. Oh, you're cute. You're handsome. There's one chick, there's one chick, and I was trying to find it. This was a while ago. I was trying to find this message where she was just like, hey, I just really think you're attractive. And, you know, I just wanted to tell you. She made a whole fucking story. And I really wanted to find that one, but I couldn't find that shit. But anyway, but the thing is this, the reason why I'm putting this shit up, you understand what I'm saying, is to show you guys that what matters is what the woman thinks. And some of y'all don't know that there are women out there who find you attractive. You understand? Because y'all keep listening to this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine, okay, let's say, you know, I wasn't me, but I was just somebody else or whatever. And I come across a video where somebody's talking about me saying, oh, well, you know, Mr. Locario, he's ugly. Mr. Locario's ugly. Mr. Locario's ugly. All coming from these dudes. And then I believe that. And I think, damn, well, maybe I can't get girls because, you know, all these guys are saying I'm ugly. And, you know, because they have these websites where niggas post up their pictures and rate each other. You know, pause. But anyway, you know, dudes be rating each other. And so imagine you put your picture up there. You have niggas rating you. And they all telling you, oh, you're ugly, and you're 4, and you're 3, and this and this and that. And then you start feeling insecure. How do you think that's going to affect your fucking dating game? See, it's not that you aren't going to have women. See, this is the thing. Guys always talk about, oh, you know, it's all about looks, and looks matter, right? See, looks matter and looks don't matter. I've said this a million fucking times, meaning that your looks matter because a woman may be physically attracted to you, and that can help you get her. You understand what I'm saying? So how you look is going to be physically attractive, or will be physically attractive to a certain amount of women, and that can help you get her easier because of her being physically attracted to you, right? When I say looks don't matter, that means that you can also not be a woman's type and still get her, meaning that you don't have to be the best looking dude to her, or you don't even necessarily have to be the type of guy she usually thinks is physically attractive, and you can still get her. You understand what I'm saying? So every chick don't think I'm hot shit. You understand? I've gotten women who wasn't even physically attracted to me like that. You understand what I'm saying? And just because a woman thinks you're physically attractive doesn't necessarily mean she's gonna fuck you. I've had plenty of women who was like, oh my God, you're so handsome, this and this and that, on Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, all this other shit that I've never met. They just didn't meet up with me. But they thought I was cute though. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes on the internet, and I do this for you guys because I fucking love you guys, and I don't want you out here fucking your shit up listening to this bullshit ass rhetoric of, oh, well, if you don't look like this Chad or this Tyrone or some other dumb shit, that you're not going to be able to get women. It's a bunch of horse shit. As you can see, look at all the fucking comments. Oh, Mr. Locario's ugly. Mr. Locario's ugly. But these dudes, their game isn't tight to the point where they would realize that all of that shit they're saying is stupidness. This is a bunch of dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's a bunch of dumb shit. They haven't actually been out there. They haven't been out there to see that there's regular, average, everyday dudes out there getting chicks all day. This is like, I'm like, yo, you don't go outside? You don't live life? You stay on YouTube all day? Like, you don't actually go out to places and meet people? You don't go out to places and interact with people? You don't do none of that shit? You don't ever see guys who just average looking with chicks? You don't never see that ever? What? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, man, I swear, yo, I swear. A lot of these dudes, man, it's a shame, bro. It's like, imagine, okay. See, because the reason why I do this shit, because people would be like, yo, Miss Locario, like, why don't you just ignore these niggas? It's like, it's hard because it's like being, like I said this before, it's like being a mathematician. And you're at a math conference and 90% of the people are saying 1 + 1 is 7. And you're like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, what are you fucking talking about? They're saying 1 + 1 is 7, and everyone's believing 1 + 1 is 7. So then they're going out into the world, interacting with the world, thinking 1 + 1 is 7. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, 1 + 1 is 2. And they're like, no, it's all about 7. It's all about 7. If you ain't got 7, then you don't know what the fuck. Like, what? Like, y'all crazy. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. But, you know, but that, man, that's all I want to say about that. Listen, do not listen to these goofy ass niggas. Go out there and talk to women. You'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? You will be surprised. Listen, shout out to my dude, Ron Wills. Ron Wills talks about the body game. Get your body game up, right? Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He talks about style. You know what I'm saying? Get your style game up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get all that shit popping, right? Get your verbal communication skills up. Get everything up. And then you'll start seeing shit going the way you want it to go. And stop listening to all these goofy niggas talking about, look at this normie right here with his weak chin. No woman is going to want that normie. He's not a Chad. See these Chads, look at him. Which one would you prefer? The Chad or the normie? Like, stop listening to that fucking bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Like...
Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.